of coffee, I've been drinking ants in my coffee and my tea recently because we have another ant infestation. So now, was it yesterday? I was making my dad some, and I decided to get to filter it out because I don't want him to have ants in his coffee. It's like a little sieve, not a filter, a sieve. So I make him some coffee, and I tell him, "Oh look, by the way, we have another ant infestation." And then he's like, ant soup. I'm like, Papa, this is not ant soup. No, we have a problem. He's like, ant soup. We have ant soup. Always looking on the bright side of things. Who doesn't like a little ant soup? It's a lot of ants. It's a lot of them. Instant coffee with ants. Nice. That's a fun thing because it's instant coffee. Bits of the coffee sometimes float upwards and they don't disintegrate. They don't melt with the hot water. So I can't tell if it's coffee or an ant that's floating around. Yeah. Happened right before stream because I made myself a little ping pong. And I couldn't tell. I was like, is that a coffee ground or an ant? Who knows? I'm gonna drink it anyway. I'm drinking it. Whole joke of me eating bugs wasn't a joke. It's not intentional, guys. Can I just clarify that any bugs I've eaten, other than a couple, have not been intentional. I don't intentionally eat bugs usually. But I also am not gonna be inconvenienced as to try to remove ants from my coffee every time I see one in it. Have you ever tried doing that? It is annoying. It is difficult. It really is. It really is. I don't know why, but when you take a teaspoon, you try to scoop out the ant, then just as you lift the spoon up, then it floats out of the spoon. It's like that weird thing when you have cream in a cup of coffee or tea or something and you try to drink it, but then it floats to the other side of the cup and then you can't drink it because it's floating away. It's gravity or something. I don't know. Physics? I don't know what it has to do with it, but stuff like that. Annoying, dumb. I think they should get rid of it. Using a straw. Oh, that's smart. I could suck up the ants before I drink the coffee. Wow. Do I live on an anthill? No. I don't know where the ants come from. Every now and then there's a miniature ant infestation. I guess it's because, well, there's a lot of ways to get inside walls and cracks and etc. Simply just don't drink the ants. It's a little harder to make sure they stay out of my mouth. Protein boba! You can cover your cup with something like a small plate. Oh, that's why I got a little sieve. So now I sieve it before I drink it. Unless I've noticed there's not enough to care about. If there is one ant, I'm not gonna sieve it because I'm like, it's just one end. It's one end. But if it's like black at the top because there's so many floating in it, have you seen a cluster of floating ants? That's when you pull out the sieve. Yeah, that's when you're like, I don't think I want to taste a cluster of ants. Thank you. And then you take out your bad boy sieve. Little tiny guy. How many ants are usually in a coffee? Anything from like 1 to probably, I wouldn't say more than 10, but I've never really counted, you know? If they cluster together, you're kind of just grossed out and you don't want to stand there and count them. Per cup or the pots? Per cup, yeah. Per cup. Per cup, it can get pretty bad. Because I think the water has a lot of it in it. Yeah. Yep. Though it doesn't even matter if I clean it out. I still just somehow manages to find more. Don't know. Per mouthful. No! Yuck! Okay, why not drink antless water? I'm sorry, I don't have the privilege to drink antless water. I'm grateful I even have water. Sometimes one end, sometimes 6 or 7, at least. Invest in a filter, that's why I have the little sieve, man. 5 head. I basically have that. Yep.